And I always get emotional when I tell my story because I could have just really gave up so many times. Like, my dreams got shut down every single time, but I know I had something special in me because I kept going.
Ladies, if you feel me, help me sing it out.
Hey babies, it's your girl Chanel, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about how I manifested my entire life, how I got where I am today, how do I achieve the things that I achieve, how did I boss up, and it's definitely a unique story. So before we get into it, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. I am trying to get to 100K, guys. I really need my own 100K plaque. Like, I've been through so much. I deserve to hit my 100K. I've been through so much. Like, I need to get to my 100K on my own and all of that. So anyway, so my hairstylist did these tape-ins. She slayed them. Make sure y'all book her at London B Styles. Love these tape-ins. The hair was provided and everything, so it looks super natural and it's cute. All right, so listen, the best way to sum this up, okay, so my story is so unique and I love telling it, and it's no shade to anybody out there because I told you guys, your journey is your journey. If you have rich parents to help you out, that's lit. If you got a man that's sponsoring your whole operation, good for you. But me, I really got everything that I got from the ground up, and that's what really makes my story, I feel like, so unique. You know, I had no advantages and I really kept going and I persevered because the world don't owe me nothing, and I already knew myself. I knew who I was. So like, one thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just go to my Instagram, right? And on my Instagram, I have a tab that says my story. So this is going to be the best way for me to kind of recoup, and I'm going to plug things in. I have so much stuff on Facebook, and I'm actually going to go through and show you guys. I'm going to talk about it now, and then I'll plug in different Facebook things at the time. So I'm not going to lie, I've been this way. I've been this way. I don't know what it is. I know that I'm a unique person. I know that I was literally born here to be great, not be regular, not be average. When I was actually average and living an average life, my name was average. Okay, like, I knew that this was not where I needed to be. An average life was not for me, but I was average as at the time. I mean, like, I had a average work ethic. I lived in an average apartment. I didn't have a car. I was an average girl, but it was still average to the death of me because this is not my end goal, and I'm meant to be doing great things. And I don't know what God put in me from so young, because when I was growing up, there was social media, but it wasn't social media like how it is now. Like, there's people who have been living their life comfortable, being average, regular, their whole entire life, and now that they're on social media and they see so many people living lavish, now they want to, like, have great things. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with being motivated, and it's never too late. But what I'm saying is, I had this in me from when I was 16. And 16, I'm 28 years old. That was so many years ago. Like, entrepreneurship wasn't cool then. Like, being your own boss was not it. Like, I'm telling you right now, I don't know how old some of y'all are watching me, but like I said, I'm 28 years old, guys. When I was 16 years old, wanting to be a business owner and say, hey, I'm not working for anybody, was insane. Okay, now everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. Nobody wants to work. Nobody wants to go to school. But I've been knew this years ago. And I'm not saying this to bash anybody. I'm saying this to tell you guys my story, because this is not an overnight success. This is not something that is new to me. It's not something that, you know, I got lucky, I met a man. This is hard work, sweat and tears. I mean, people clowning me, like, going through doubts, fears, hitting my lowest, and still persevering. And that's why I know God made me this way, and I'm meant to tell my story. I'm meant to and motivate other people, teach them things. Like, this is my destiny and this is my calling. Right, so in this thing, it's like in my city, handing out business cards, holding interviews. This city don't sleep, so why should I? This was in 2014. Now, if you guys go to my Instagram, I said that I've been making money online since 2014. So in 2014, and we're in 2023, I literally was selling ebooks from because I had started like a smoothie cleanse. I was trying to lose 10 pounds. I was trying to get in the best fitness of my life, so I started to do like a smoothie cleanse, and it really was working. Because to be honest, if you replace any meal right now for 10 days with some smoothies, you're gonna lose weight, really and truly. But at the time, I was selling my ebooks and it started going crazy. So I'm like, damn, the ebooks is going crazy. I'm getting like $20. I'll be out and like my PayPal account would just be going off, and I'm like, oh my god, like this is so great. So I've been making passive income. I literally have not had a job, guys, since 2014, and this is no cap. Like I have not worked. And I made this agreement with myself. I have posts that says I will never have a boss again, and that was in 2014, and I haven't had a boss since. You understand? Like, I knew that I wanted to work for myself. I knew that this was my calling. So, and even in 2015, look at how people were referring to me. One of the select few females I respect and idolize is Chanel Richie. If you don't know her, get to know her. She will motivate you and show you a natural born hustler and entrepreneur. Like, this is not new. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. When I tell you it's not on me, it's in me. Like, this is truly, truly my destiny. And how I manifested this was I listened to motivational podcasts from young. I worked the job from young, and I knew like what happened was, and like I said, this is not like, all you could do is listen to my story and just listen to it. You please don't feel any envy. Please don't feel like, oh my God, this needs to be me. This is my life path. This is how life turned out for me. Everybody just won't have this in them, and that's okay. And I always made sure, and I'm from young, like my first job was at a luxury spa, because I knew I didn't want to work in fast food. I didn't want to work no retail. So one of my first jobs was at a luxury spa, because I'm like, I need to be around luxury and wealth. And I don't know why at 16 I wanted to be around luxury and wealth, but I wanted to. I really needed to. And like, I was so motivated, because I remember back in the days being a teenager, I would be walking through like Brooklyn, and it was just building condos, and out of all my friends, I would be the only one like, oh my God, that building is so fire. Like, yo, damn, I love modern living. Like, I've always loved modern living. I've always loved condos. I've always loved luxury, and that's just in me. So anyway, I told myself I wasn't going to work a regular job at least. So I was like, I'm going to work at a luxury spa. So I worked at a luxury spa, and guys, it was a luxury spa. It was really nothing to complain about. It was really slow. I barely had to deal with customers, but I didn't want to do it, because I realized like, damn, my checks is only like $400, but like, people is coming here in a day getting $400 massages. Like, it's really levels. Like, I'm working hard. I'm sitting at this desk to work hard for $400, and these ladies is coming in on their lunch break getting a $400 massage. I gotta get my money up. Like, so it's like I was exposed to wealth and money at a young age, because I was working at these luxury spas, and I wasn't delusional and oblivious. I was like, I need this life. I need to be able to, at 12 p.m., clock out of wherever, or at 12 p.m. I'm going to get a $400 massage on a Tuesday just because. And how am I going to do that sitting here working for these people? And then I also didn't like that I had to like ask for vacation time, or you have to ask for a day off. Like, I just did not like that. And a lot of people probably don't like that, but they just still live in their reality. But I took action. I remember I started my first business at this spa I was working at. I started a yoga class business. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, but I needed to get out of that situation. So like I told you guys, I was selling my little smoothies. That was going good. And then I did end up getting me a little job just to like test the waters. I realized this is not going to work for me. So while I was at the job, I'm gonna plop in pictures. I literally, with my checks, I ordered yoga mats. I started running outdoor yoga classes. I just was hustling. Like, that was one of my first hustles. It went from selling smoothie cleanses because I was passionate about health and wellness, then yoga because I'm like, listen, that's a part of health and wellness, and we just gonna throw that in there. And then I started selling food in Brooklyn. Literally, I tried everything. Like, I literally just kept trying. I really didn't know what my full passion and purpose was. I just knew that I wasn't meant to work for anybody, that I was a natural born hustler, and that I always needed to have a business, because those are the people that have more funds to play with. Because I just felt like working these jobs, it wasn't gonna help me, you know. And I dropped out of school because I felt like from young, I was just, okay, I went to college. So guys, I went to college in Miami. Now, when I went away to school in Miami, I was living my best life. I was 18 years old. And it was Miami, Florida. Imagine the things that I seen coming from Brooklyn, New York, moving to Florida. It was beautiful palm trees. You're seeing mansions. You going out to the nightlife. It's bottles, it's celebrities. It's like, I gotta make it. I can't be regular. So I'm not gonna lie. Certain things that I was exposed to in my life definitely motivated me to get to where I am today. And certain experiences and things that I had to go through made me get to this point to where I am today. Because I'm not gonna lie, when I was 18, living in Miami, you know, I was young and impressed by things, maybe trying to talk to guys for money, and I realized like, these niggas ain't shit. Like, and if you ain't a hoe, like, you gonna get treated like you whack, like, you know. So I just was like, from then, that was my life lesson. Like, I have to get my own bag. I don't want to put up with men and men with money thinking that they could talk to you and deal with you anyway. Because when you're young, you 18 and you ain't got no money, you ain't got no taxi money, you ain't got, like, people could talk to you and deal with you anyway. So those interactions that I have with men and people not having my own just pushed me and drove me to get more. I didn't have those interactions and think I'm gonna meet me another guy with money and I'm gonna really up it. I'm like, nah, I need my own. Like, I need to boss the up because I'm sick of this. You understand? So I'm just talking everywhere. Just let me vent, y'all, and y'all gonna get little pieces on how I manifested my life. And like, one thing that I always kept in mind is like, I never want to work for nobody. Making money in your sleep is everything. Passive income is everything. And that was from young. I was literally in 2014 sitting in my living room with my feet up with business cards, calling myself a mentor, a business owner, an entrepreneur. Like, I literally went on vistaprint.com and I just became that person. So one of the main things that I did to manifest is like, I say what I want to do and I just become that person. I don't wait around. Like, okay, even right now, like, I had an idea, like, damn, I'm killing social media, like, I could really help other people. I just changed my bio to social media consultant. Girl, who the fuck is you? How you become a social media consultant overnight? Because I can. Like, I do everything I say I'm gonna do. I'm assertive and I'm just gonna keep winning every time. I've been at this for years. Like I said, I'm not new to this, I'm true to this. So like, I stay consistent. I fail. I go through so much trials, tribulations, people trying to play me. You guys don't understand. When I started my food business back in the day, people clowned me. People clowned me. People clowned the shit out of me. And no disrespect. Like, key thing is that I really kept going. And I always get emotional when I tell my story because I could have just really gave up so many times. Like, you know, because the world, like, people are evil and they could get in your way every time. Like, and I'm just talking about the outsiders, the naysayers. Like, I was always driven, motivated, and my dreams got shut down every single time. But I know I had something special in me because I kept going. I had people cut my ass because of my weight. And I have this post right here. And this post is the realest thing because I got to where I am through consistency and true belief into myself. And that's what makes me rare, because a lot of people don't have this in them. And I really am crying because, like, it's just a blessing, and I'm so happy that I did not let these people stop me, because I really could be somewhere else right now. So now I was like, I didn't want to work for nobody. Y'all laughed, and I'm 10 years surviving with no job. People clown me, call me fat. I got my ass in the gym and I topped it off with Lipo 360. When I was living in my body and I knew I was big, I knew I was not going to be there forever. I took my ass to the gym. I knew I was going to work hard, get lipo. Like, I didn't give a fuck. Like, anybody that played me along my way, I'm like, y'all are in for a rude awakening. You don't know who you're dealing with. You don't know who. Like, I'm about to fucking glow up. Like, this is a temporary situation. This is a temporary situation. Watch how you treat me. Watch how you treat me. And I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Then I said, it was a time I didn't know how to drive. Nobody wanted to teach me. I locked in. I paid for classes. Guess what, guys? I passed my license on the first try with hard work, determination, study. I sat up there. I went online. I did so many DMV practice tests. I went, when I was living in Atlanta, I searched the top star driver, like the person with the top 5 stars driver license. I met this lady. Yo, I had tried to take driving lessons with mad different people. It always failed. This lady had 5 stars. She taught me how to park in a day. She was brilliant. I love her to death. And she was such a beautiful lady, man. I would never forget her. She taught me how to park 1, 2, 3, got my license on the first try. Okay, so then this post also says, they laughed at me for not being the flyest, but I was investing money into business ideas and not clothes, hoping something would pop off. So I'm telling you, back in the days, I was Facebook like popular, and like, you know, I would spend all my money on business cards, flyers. Like I said, in 2014, I was spending money on business cards, calling myself a business owner, an entrepreneur. I was buying yoga mats to start my yoga studio. I was buying flyers. I was investing all my money into businesses. Like, I didn't have time for nothing else. Like, I didn't want to be fly. Like, people would really call me a bum bitch. You a bum, you wear the same leggings all the time. And because I didn't care about being fly. Like, listen, none of us had it together. All of us was technically bums. Like, y'all don't have y'all together. Y'all don't have, like, why are y'all fly? Why are y'all in Gucci, Prada, and Louis, and y'all living in the projects with y'all and parents is mad at y'all in one apartment? Like, I'm trying to really change my situation. I'm trying to really level the up. Like rich people, they're not fucking like people who are truly wealthy are not spending all their money trying to look rich and it's not together. Like, they're really building credit, they're really building real wealth. And I understood that because I worked in areas, like I said, I worked at luxury spas. The women that were coming to pay for $400 massages wasn't in fucking Gucci and Louis down to the T trying so hard to look rich. Girl, I know you got it because you in here at 12 o'clock on a Wednesday getting a $450 massage just because. That's how money moves. That's how money moves. Okay, so that was that. See, it's level. So, you know, people cut my ass because I decided to invest more into long-term business investments than being fly, and look at where it got me. I promise you that those people, they don't have half of the shit that I have. Those people are still getting fly, they're still in their mother house, they fucking single baby mothers. I could talk my shit now because I stay humble. I let people play me, clown me down to the fucking ground, and y'all is washed up. And I'm so happy that I stuck to my plan. I stuck to my vision. I don't let nobody get in my way, because people are not happy and people are so fucking envious and they're so jealous and they don't want to see you on top. And I'm so thankful that God blessed me with whatever this is in me to keep my eye on tunnel vision, because these people could have had me out here. I would have been working a 9 to 5 right now, miserable. I could have said, you know what, these businesses, man, I need to go get me a regular job, stack my money. I need to get fly. I gotta keep up with the Jones. This is New York City. I need the newest Gucci. I need the newest product. Fuck a business idea. Fuck persevering. Forget trying to level up. I need to get fly. I need to get drunk and high with them. No, I was locked in. From back then, I would spend hours in the gym working out, trying to get my body together. I'm gonna be posting like my whole journey, how I got to where I got. I got here through hard work, and that's why, like, I can't stress this enough. Please, I can't beg anybody not to dislike me or to hate me or not be jealous. But you got to be careful what you're jealous of and what you're envious of, because this really took hard fucking work. Blood, sweat, and tears. People playing me, violating me. Like, this didn't come easy. I'm at 176K, making over 10K a month right now, right? Through hard work. It took me over 10 years to get here. And some people, they blow up, they make their first TikTok, boom, they're millionaires, and that's for them. That's their journey, and it's a beautiful blessing. And some people that have been working hard their whole life, they still ain't get their breakthrough. Guess what? You got to keep going because your blessing could be on the way. I'm just here to tell you my story, how it turned out for me, and I'm so glad that it did. I love this journey, and every day I damn near almost cry because I'm like, yo, if I really let this shit stop me, where would I be? The thing is, people laugh when I said my first car would be a Benz and not a Honda. I'm up it, and guess what? My first car was a Mercedes Benz. I remember when I was ever talking about a car, everybody that I knew in my life, like, you got to get a Honda. Your first car has to be a hoopty. Like, you don't get luxury cars as your first car. That's poor mentality. I don't speak that on my life. That is not welcome here. That is not welcome here. If I tell you my first car is going to be a Mercedes-Benz, that's what it's going to be. Don't tell me that my first car is going to be a hoopty. Who the fuck are you? I said my first car is going to be a Benz, not a Honda, and it was a Mercedes-Benz and not a Honda. Like, why are you speaking that on my life? Why are you telling me that my first car has to be a hoopty? Why? Why? That's the tone that you set for yourself, and that's what you get. I think big and I get big. Okay, then another one is I always wanted to live luxury, and they said those buildings is for white people. It's expensive to live like that, and I'm living in my dream condo right now. So when I wanted to actually go ahead and get like I told you, I've always been attracted to luxury living, condos, things like that. When I would look at that stuff, people would be like, oh, white people live there, like that. They didn't make those for black people. That's not buildings for black people. Who said so? Who said so? That shit is for anybody who works hard. Like, who are you? Who are you? Like, I don't live my life in fear and doubt. And I tell people this all the time. Like, how I get here is ultimate confidence in myself and thinking best case scenario. Like, even the other day I was talking about surgery to somebody, and it was like, oh, but it's so dangerous and you could die and da da da. I don't think worst case. There's thousands and thousands of people who go get surgery and they're safe, they're sound, they're healthy when they go under board certified surgeons care, and they're healthy and I don't think worst case scenario. I never want to think worst case scenario on my life. Yes, worst case scenarios can happen, but best case scenarios can happen, and that's how I like to think, and that's how I position my mind. The best of the best is for me. Period. I am not born to work hard. I was not born to work hard and pay bills till I die. I was not born to do shit that I have no interest doing. I was not born to do things that don't bring me any value. And that's what I tell myself. And my life is a representation of that. I wake up, I do whatever I want to do. Why? Because I went through trials, tribulations, hard work, not having no money, like not knowing where to turn. Like, I've been through so many struggles, and even a most recent struggle. You guys don't even know how hard it was for me when, not to bring her up, when my ex left me high and dry in the middle of like life was just lifing. Like, we were like, what happened? Like, you understand? Like, and this is what I'm saying. I've been through a lot of things that meant to break my ass down a long time ago, but I always come out on top because it's in me. It's not on me. Now let's talk about the most recent, most recent challenge that I had to get through. And like, this is how I keep manifesting what I want. You understand? Like, I was in a relationship with my ex, and we had a channel with 400k, guys. You know, YouTube pays well. A channel with 400k, like, come on. And you know, at that time, that was my mistake, not having more streams of income and not being smarter. I was younger, please forgive me. And I remember when I first broke up with my ex and I made this video, and people was like, oh, well, you weren't smart with your money, and you like, shut up. Because a lot of y'all is working the same job. You don't have no other streams of income, and everybody always want to talk about what you coulda, shoulda, woulda, and what you would have been doing. Girl, how many streams of income you got telling me I should have been doing XYZ? Listen, this is what it was. I had a couple channel. I was comfortable with that. We got all our brand deals together. We was going 50-50 on everything, and that's my mistake for getting comfy. But don't sit up here and tell me what I shoulda and coulda been doing. If there's a lot of things I coulda and shoulda, woulda did. This is my life path, my journey. I don't need your advice, okay? So anyway, so basically, you know, like, in the middle of that, I got, like, guys, imagine this. Like, I literally came home one day, everything was gone. No laptop, no computer, no laptop, no camera, and locked out of a 400,000 subscriber count channel. Rent is due next week. Phone bills are due next week. Everything is in your name. Everything just doubled. You have no stream of income. You are locked out of your channel. All the hair brand deals that you model, you make money on that channel, it's gone. Rent due in a week, and you thought you only was paying half. Girl, that's double. Phone bill due, you thought you was paying half. Girl, that's double. This bill due, you thought it was half. It's double. Imagine tomorrow all your bills double. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're a millionaire. If your bills were to double, and if you're a millionaire, you really gonna feel that one. If your bills times 2 tomorrow, and you lost your income, how you coming back from that? How you coming back from that? Not many people gonna come back from that, but I did, because it's in me. You know what I did, guys? I struggled, I cried, I started abusing alcohol. I was on live drunk as a few months ago. Like, you guys could type Chanel Richie live. I was out getting drunk. I was just dependent on alcohol. I was so depressed because I was confused. I didn't know what the to do. I'm like, oh my fucking God, like, I'm really left with this big rent. Like, I would not be spending $3,000 on rent if I lived by myself. Like, this is gonna be hard. Like, genuinely, it's gonna be hard. And not only that, guys, I have no stream of income anymore. And guess what? I stuck to my life plan. Guess what? I said, I'm still not getting no job. I don't give a fuck. I'm not working for nobody. Like, I'm gonna boss up. I'm all right. I need to try to get into my channel, my personal channel, start pitching myself to hair companies, start posting on Instagram. Like, something gotta give. I did not go. And look, I could have went home to my mother's house. I could have, let me tell you what could have happened. I could have told my building, hey, I'm sorry. Like, my partner, they left me. I can't do this. I can't afford it. I have to go. I have to pack my things, go back home to mommy. Everything in my life has been sent to destroy me and bring me the fuck down. That's people, adversity, people trying to clown me, laugh at me, businesses failing, even that situation most recent. And I persevered and I stuck to my life plan and my purpose that I had set for myself and the agreement that I made. I already told myself in 2014, I'm not going to be regular. I'm not going to be average. I am not working for a soul ever again. And I promise you that I'm sticking to that to the death of me. It's already in agreement with God. It's already in agreement over my life, and I make it happen every time. Do you understand what could have happened? Like I said, I could not be a social media influencer right now. I could not be getting 6 million monthly impressions right now. I could not be making $200 an hour to talk on the phone with people right now. I would not be able to wake up and live my dream life, drive my dream car, live in my dream condo if I listened to them. So one of the main things that I did to manifest my life, I put things into fruition. I spoke it onto my life. I believed it. I stayed consistent. I believed that I deserved it. I kept saying it. I put it on all my platforms. It was in the universe. I was talking to the universe. I was praying. I was putting in the work, and I didn't quit. And I could have quit so long ago. I could have listened to people so many times. Like, imagine that everything you want to do, people laugh at you. They clown you. They call you a bum. Do you understand how discouraging that is? And how much people would give up and just quit, call it quits? And like I told you, if your bills double tomorrow and your job fired you or you lost your business, what the fuck? I bust up within a year. When my ex left me, I had 60K followers, stuck at 60K, right? I am now at 176K. I have so much people subscribe to my thing. I'm giving them value, providing value, and I'm living my life dream right now. I've always been this person, guys. I've always been social media driven. I've always shown my life on social media. I'm going to show you guys on Facebook. I've been showing off my bedroom since I was a teenager. But now social media has gotten better to where it could pay you for these things. But I used to sit at home with no job, hustling and bustling, selling ebooks, selling smoothies, selling meals, just so I could survive and still live comfortable and not work for nobody. My main thing was, I don't want to wake up and go to a job. I love waking up and doing whatever the fuck I want to do with my day, and whatever I have to do to maintain that, I'm gonna do it. But what I want y'all to know is I will always document this. I would go live on Facebook from back in the day. I have tea. I would show my bedroom from back in the day. I would show Mercedes Benz and say this is my dream car from back in the day. I would show luxury apartments and say this is the life for me. I would make posts saying I need to make money in my sleep. I would make posts and say I'm never working a 9 to 5 again. It was an agreement, and I put in the work. I didn't just talk that. I was about it. I was always hustling. I was always on the next thing. But I said, this is my life passion. I finally found my real purpose, because what I'm trying to tell y'all is, at the time I had to do all these hustles because social media wouldn't pay you for showing your bedroom. Social media wouldn't pay you for, you know, showing this stuff and being like a motivator. You understand? Like, I've been motivational. I've been inspiring people. Look at this. You can hear it from 9 years ago. I've been this, but now social media has created, they have monetized platforms for people like me. But I've been doing this. I didn't wake up and see Jada and Ari and say, man, I need to be like them. I've been this is, you know, and I'm not saying that it's wrong to look at me or anybody and have inspiration and jump on it and change your goals. You could change at any time. But I just really deeply want you guys to know that it took me over 10 years to reach this milestone. And there's people who could reach this milestone in 1 year, 2 years. You could be watching this and have nothing and go up in 3 years. Everybody's on a different journey, but this is mine, and this is how I boss up. This is how I manifest in my life. I already made this agreement, and I'm never ever gonna disagree with this agreement. I am never ever going to do things that I'm not passionate about. I am never ever, like, I'm just not. And a lot of people will hate me for that. A lot of people shit about me for that, and I do not care. I walk with my head high, and I deserve the best of the best that life has to offer. I live one time, and to spend 90%, 80% of my days doing shit that I don't like is never been in my plan. So I'm always going to position myself and do whatever I have to do to boss up, to put myself in positions to win. And I've always done this independently. It's no man funding this operation, and it's nobody. Like, I am the brains behind every operation, and I am her. And this is like, nobody could take nothing from me. Nobody could say that they put me on. This is literally in my soul. So I know, so guys, I just really hope that this video sends motivation to people to keep going at life. And I'm telling you, do not give up. You can have whatever you want in life. I promise you. You can literally do whatever you want. And sometimes I just want to burst out crying. Sometimes I'm just, even today, I was on my way to my hair appointment. I was just driving, like, really just ready to cry, because I'm like, my life is insane. I really get up, do whatever I want. Like, I damn near make a living going to get my hair done, to get beautified. Like, this is a blessing. And the reason why I want to cry is because it's like, man, I've been through a lot. And like, what if I really had like let all of that doubt and those negative people and those people clowning me, like, I could have got trapped into some shit. So I'm just so thankful. So the number one thing I would say is own that shit. Own what, you know, like, whatever your goals is, stick to it. Do not let anybody talk you out of what you got going on. People just can't see the vision, and your goal is not to help them see the vision. Your goal is to keep persevering, keep winning, and keep going. So guys, that is literally how I manifest my life. And like I told you guys, I'm going to be adding receipts on literally how I got here, how I made it this far. I love you guys so much, and I'm going to be dropping more and more content. Make sure you guys subscribe. I got to get to 100K, and I'm going to be doing more car rent videos just like this. Love you.